It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show here on this May 13th, and it's brought to you by First Southern Bank, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn and Associates.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
We're FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings in Wayne County is a popular thing to dine in or take out for one delicious meal, and with the low great prices, it's simply a steal. Famous for the variety of sauces, mild, wild, insane, or inferno. When it's time to eat lunch or dinner, Damon's Restaurant the place to go. Located in the middle of town on West Cherry Street, yes, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings simply can't be beat. So next time you're hungry and looking for a great meal, head to Damon's Restaurant and enjoy a great deal. The number to call is easy, 588-WING, 588-9464, the real thing. Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings. Those chicken wings are a very popular thing.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
Hi, Wayne and surrounding counties. This is Sean O'Quinn with O'Quinn and Associates. The one constant in life is change. Throughout our lives, we will go down roads that we never imagined. I have decided that it is time for me to make a change. I have decided to start my own independent insurance agency. What does this mean for you? Better rates and multiple companies. Give us a call at our new number, 912-385-1000, or stop by and see us. We are still at 212 South 1st Street, and we look forward to serving you.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. And Bob, on the phone with us right now is a special guest. Introduce him.
Well, we got on the phone Attorney General Chris Carr running for re-election here in the Tuesday, May 24th primary. Chris, how you doing today?
Bob, it is great to be with you. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
We're doing great. It was good to see you up there when we played St. Pius. So you spoke to the baseball team. Again, everybody knows you and Joe Roddy are real good friends, and Joe lined you up. So the baseball team appreciates it, and Wayne County appreciates it. But tell us how your campaign's going.
Well, we're doing well. It's great to be with everybody. I'm sorry to hear that in the next round we didn't end up winning it, but the team had a great year. I tell you what, Bob, I feel great. We're 11 days to victory. You know, we've been I'm in my 6th year as Attorney General, and I think we've got a great story to tell. I think we've had some great accomplishments, and I hope the people of Georgia will continue to allow me to do this, because I focused on 3 things as Attorney General. Guys, I've tried to focus on protecting lives, protecting livelihoods, and protecting liberties. You know, and then the main focus, you know, when you look at the Georgia Constitution, Article 1, Section 1, Paragraph 2 says it's the paramount duty of government to protect person and property. So I don't care where you live in the state of Georgia. You deserve to feel safe. You deserve to be safe. And that's why our top priority this past session was passing a gang prosecution unit, and fortunately Governor Kemp was a big supporter of this. The legislature were big supporters, and so we're going to be able to go around the state focusing on really working with federal, state, and local law enforcement to prosecute crimes. Secondly, again, our human trafficking unit. We've talked with you guys about this. Last year we rescued 107 victims, rescued and assisted 107 victims. So, you know, that's the main focus. And again, having gone economic development, we've done everything we can. I think our state should be proud of how we handled the last 2 years. It's been tough for everybody, but we focused on keeping people healthy and keeping the economy going. So I'm really proud of the story that we've got to tell, and look forward to the next 11 days earning the Republican nomination and then going into November.
You know, Chris, are people already early voting? They go in there to get their ballot. A lot of people don't even know what an Attorney General does. So explain what the role of the Attorney General is for the state of Georgia.
Bob, that's a great question, and a lot of people, even lawyers, don't know. When I go speak to bar meetings, they ask the same question. So we're the lawyers for the executive branch of state government. So any of the agencies and boards and authorities that comprise state government, we're the lawyers for. So, for example, Department of Natural Resources, Department of Education, if you're a doctor, the medical board, or a nurse, the nursing board. So we represent the agencies on a day-to-day basis. But I really say it's my duty to defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution and laws of the state of Georgia, and to represent the interests of the people of our state. We work closely with the legislature on issues like gang violence or human trafficking or economic development. We represent judges when they get sued in their official capacity, and we work closely with city and county governments as well. One of the interesting things I think people like to hear, too, is we've got about 150 lawyers in-house. We have about 150 professionals that are investigators or auditors or policy people, that type of thing. But we also hire 200 to 300 private practitioners, private lawyers around the state. And oftentimes that's if we have a geographic need or a subject matter need, like the water wars that we had with Florida or Department of Transportation or DFACS or whatever it may be. So really only about 500 to 600 people in the office. And on any given day, we are responsible for about 22 or 23,000 different cases.
Seems like there's a big turnout statewide in the early votes. It's kind of slow here in Wayne County, but just curious, it's a big state, so how are you getting your message out to everybody? And if they need to know more about Chris Carr, how do they do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's a great question. We are the largest state east of the Mississippi. We've got 159 counties. You got to have a presence in all of them. So one, it's people. You got to have relationships, and having worked for Senator Johnny Isakson for 11 years, fortunate to have gotten to work with folks. Then 3 years at economic development, trying to truly impact, lives and communities and bring jobs to every corner of Georgia. And then now as the Attorney General. But you also got to have a social media presence. You got to be on television. You got to have a mail program because the state's large. I mean, it's 11 million people. You got to try to get out as much as you can. So we've got that program. If people want to go online, you can go to chriscarga.com. You can go to our website, check us out. But early voting has started, and so you got another week of early voting, and the election day is on May the 24th. But look, this is an important election, and obviously there's been a lot that's gone on in Georgia. Georgia's going to be the center of attention again, given the Senate race, the governor's race, and all that we've got going. But I'm telling you, this used to be that when I worked for Johnny back in 2004, oftentimes folks would say, "Oh, there's not a dime's worth of difference between Republicans and Democrats." Well, that's not the case anymore. There is going to be a big difference. You'll see it in our race, our approach to public safety, our approach to the economy and business, and truly our approach to the rule of law. And guys, I think that's important. I'm a big believer in the rule of law. That's how we do it in this nation. And you're going to see a big difference here. You're going to see a big difference in the governor's race. And the direction of the future of Georgia is at stake. So I would encourage people to get out and vote. You still can cast absentee ballots, vote early, vote on Election Day, but please get out and vote.
Well, again, the big story in the state of Georgia, a lot of the Republican incumbents have opposition. The Pillow Man's got an ad out there calling you a pariah, so respond to that.
Absolutely. And again, let's let the record just show what we've done. Again, focusing on protecting the safety of the people of the state of Georgia, focusing on the economy. Look, we had a challenging election back in 2020. Also in 2018, I remind everybody, Bob, Democrats said that it was voter suppression. It was the reason that Stacey Abrams didn't win in 2018. There is absolutely not one eligible voter from 2018 that was prohibited from voting. There's a lawsuit. We're actually in trial right now where a federal judge dismissed 18 of 21 claims by Stacey, this landmark case where she said tens of thousands of people had their votes suppressed. Just didn't happen. 2020, Republicans said that it was voter fraud. There just isn't evidence of widespread voter fraud such that it would overturn the election. But I'm a Republican. I didn't want our team to lose. But what we did is we passed SB 202, an election bill that truly provides more security and transparency and access in our elections. And we've now been sued by the Justice Department. The Biden Justice Department has sued us. There's 8 or 9 different private groups out there, and we're going to defend that bill because it truly does secure our elections and can provide confidence. because there is a crisis in confidence in elections. People need to know we have one vote, one single vote, and it has to be protected, and we're going to continue to do that as we are investigating allegations of voter fraud in 2020. We're doing that as well. We'll handle those as we need to. But no, I'm proud of the record that we've got, and would ask for your listeners' votes.
And people are voting, and they see the Attorney General, and they'll see several names. So why should they vote for the incumbent Chris Carr?
Well, again, we focus on protecting your family, protecting your community, going after those that are committing violent crimes. We're the only ones, Bob, that have successfully been successful in court against Joe Biden and Stacey Abrams. We push back against Biden's vaccine mandates, the mask mandates on planes. We filed lawsuit that you no longer have to wear masks on planes. Here you go. We got gas going up to $4, $5, $6 a gallon of gas. We sued the administration for ending the Keystone Pipeline, for not allowing drilling. I mean, just this week they've revoked another lease that would help, again, bring down the cost for gas for Americans. And at the end of the day, again, I'm a pro-life guy who is defending the right of individuals to freely exercise their religion. I believe strongly in our Second Amendment, and I'm going to defend our election bill so that folks can have confidence in elections. I think if you look at the records of those that are on the ballot for Attorney General, that you're not going to see anyone that has the experience that I have and the record that I have.
Chris, always good to talk to you. Again, appreciate you being here on the show. It was great to see you up there in Atlanta. And again, wish you the best of luck in the campaign. And again, just know this show is always available. Always good to talk to the Attorney General in the state of Georgia. We appreciate it.
Guys, appreciate it. Y'all have a great weekend.
Okay.
All right. Take care, Chris. All right, Chris Carr, Attorney General for the state of Georgia, here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. And, Bob, we've got a special guest in the studio with us this morning.
Yeah, we go from statewide elections to local elections. We got incumbent County Commissioner in District 5, Kathy Keith, in studio with us. She's running for re-election. Kathy, good to see you. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
How's the campaign going?
Well, I think it's going really great. I'm getting a lot of good feedback.
Yeah, and last time you and Jamie Hickox ran in a special election, you won that election, but now you have to run again. So how's did you just stay in campaign mode? You've been on the board a couple of months now, so you've been the incumbent. You are the incumbent, so. When you're out campaigning, what do are people confused that they're voting again in the same election, or how's it going?
I think it has been confusing for the public. I think it's been difficult for the candidates to run two campaigns back to back. It's been very expensive, I can tell you that. And but it's a privilege to have the opportunity to run for the people of Wayne County, and I hope the results turn out the way I'd like for them to.
Again, you're running as a Republican, but I've heard reports on social media they're trying to paint you as a Democrat because you have some Democratic friends. So let's just go ahead and address that. Are you Republican, Democrat? Or you're running as a Republican? So
I am a conservative Republican. I have been for over 20 years. And, there was a time that we voted for Democrats and Republicans. We voted for the person we thought was the best candidate. But that has changed because now, especially in the national election, you really have to vote for the party platform because things have changed so much and they're so polarized and parties vote together. So I think the day of picking out the best person might be over.
Well, you've been the incumbent. I think you've been to maybe 2-3 meetings at the most. So how is it going? How do you like being on the board, and what do you like to see accomplished if you get reelected?
Well, I like very much being on the board. I like all of the commissioners. We just attended the ACCG conference in Savannah, so you get to know people a little better. And I noticed at our last meeting, I got a message this morning asking me, was I on the board to be the fourth vote for the 4-1? And so I had a long response to that person because at our last meeting, really, our votes were 5-0. And we had a really good meeting for this past meeting and the meeting before. And, I think it really shows that everybody wants to work together. They're tired of the conflict, tired of the confusion, and let's do what's best for Wayne County.
So how are you and Kevin getting along? Because Jamie, your opponent, keeps saying she's going to be an advocate and vote with Kevin. So, how's your relationship with
Well, I didn't realize it before the last election, but I know he came on the Butch and Bob Show and promoted her. I don't know if he's done that this time or not, but I like Kevin. I've known him for a long time. He goes to my church. I think he's a good man, and I think he wants to do well. And I was really impressed with him at the last meeting because when we were talking about the budget, he asked several questions that were just right on target. And so, I think he may spread his wings now that he can think for himself and not be told how to think.
Again, if you're just tuning in, we got Kathy Keithan coming in, County Commissioner again. I'm curious, statewide, the early voting is off the roof. I mean, people are coming in droves all across the state of Georgia. Here in Wayne County, we got 17,000 registered voters, and we're close to 2 weeks in. We've got less than 1,000 people voted. What's going on in Wayne County? What's the problem?
I don't know.
I'm just perplexed. I thought we'd be at least 3,000, 4,000 people already.
Well, I heard on a news program once that was telling people wait till the election day to vote, because if you vote before, somehow an algorithm jumps in. And so I don't know if people have heard that and think that. I have had several people say to me they never early vote. They always vote on election day.
I'm one of those people, but I don't think there's 17,000 Wayne Countyans in that same category. So
the last time we had a lot more Wayne Countyans vote early than we do right now in terms of percentage. This is the lowest it's been in years.
Butch and I were talking about if there's 17,000 people going to go vote, we might want to go vote early.
We might want to go vote
early.
Well,
kind of perplexed.
We had about 50% of the registered voters a couple of years ago who voted early. We're nowhere near that right now.
I looked at in 2018 when early voting was a lot better than it is right now. We've got a contested governor's race. We've got contested Senate races. Contested school board race. I just wonder what's going on in Wayne County. It seems kind of perplexing to me.
Yeah, if you think about it, too, none of our local races are, we don't have a Democratic candidate running in this local
you got District 4.
Race.
You got Boot, the only incumbent Democrat. He's running as unopposed on the Democratic primary, and Fred Anderson's running on the Republican. So that race will be contested in November.
Right.
But you still have 4 candidates in one race on the county side. You got 3 on another.
Yeah.
And the state races.
You got the state race. You got the
race. We're just perplexed. We talked about why is Wayne County so much lower in percentage of people voting early than the state of Georgia. The whole state of Georgia, which is going out the roof, and we're a lot lower than we have been. We're just trying to. It's perplexing to Bob and I. We're still trying to figure it out. No one seems to know.
Well, it's perplexing to me too, because I thought, I knew voter turnout for the special election would be low, but I had no idea it would be as low as it is. But
I think I went back and looked at the totals. I think you won 289 to 176 or something like that. So it's less than 500 people voted in the special election. So, but that's always tough to get people to go. But this is a statewide race. Like I said, we got the race for governor, the lieutenant governor. You name it, attorney general, senators. Local contested school board races, local contested county commission races. I'm just surprised when I see 17,000 registered voters, and like I said, we're 2 weeks in, and we're gonna get over 1,000 today because we're at 953 going into today. But still, that's 16,000 some registered voters out there who just haven't voted yet.
Yeah.
So I just wonder if. Is there going to be that big of a crowd on Tuesday, May 24th, or are they going to all pick up next week?
Well, I sure am hoping so, and I would encourage all people to get out and vote. It's a privilege to be able to vote, to have that freedom, and so I would encourage you to vote. Also, I wanted to comment back again about on the Democrat issue, that if you only have two, if you only have 2 candidates that are running and both are Republicans, who are the Democrats going to support? They're going to support one of the Republicans, are they not? And so, to hear that said and to for that to be driven, I think is a little strange.
One issue the county is dealing with, if you stay on the board, is the judicial complex. A lot's been discussed. Talked to Five Ben. She says there's a lot of misinformation out there. Nothing's really been put in place. Nothing's been decided. You hear all these figures. She says that they have no idea what it's going to cost or where it's going to go. So your thoughts, you've been on there. Have you heard any discussions about the judicial complex?
I have.
So what's your thoughts on what's the vision if you get on the board?
Mm-hmm. Well, my vision is I believe that we need to have a community retreat that brings a lot of people together from a lot of different areas and have a representative for those 3 large projects to present to those people and then allow the people to set priorities for our community. I think the judicial complex is going to be necessary, especially with safety for the judges, for the jury, for the children that are next door at the Methodist Church, going to their school. With the way our world is now, I think, safety is a really big issue. And also, I got a tour. I went and took a tour of the courthouse and, saw a lot of the problems with the old building that need to be, repaired. But I think that they don't want to spend a lot of money on that before they decide what they're going to do about the other. But certainly it has to be a decision made by the people. And but you have to start somewhere, and you have to talk to architects and find out what things are going to cost and before you can take it to the people. So I don't think they're getting ahead of the people in investigating what could be done there and how much it would cost. Because they need that information to present to the people for them to decide if they're going to support it.
One final question, countywide. Everybody's talking about the budget. You've been on the board now a couple months. Your thoughts on the budget? People talk about they want to, maintain current employees. They have to increase salaries, but yet they want to try to cut taxes. So how do you balance the two, and your thoughts on the overall budget of the county?
I've wondered about that with some of the candidates who have talked about cutting taxes, but then they support all 3 of the large projects and keeping all the employees. Of course, I support keeping all of the employees because the employees have invested their lives in our county. And, especially for those that have been working, towards retirement, I think we should do everything we can to protect them. But, to find other places that can be cut. But I also think that collaboration can make a difference if we work with other agencies. It can lower the cost that Wayne County has to pay, which could perhaps lower, the taxes. So I think we have to balance the taxes with the services that are provided, because if you cut taxes drastically, you have to decide what services to cut with it.
You're running in District 5. A lot of people ask, what's District 5? So explain the district that you're in.
Well, a lot of it is the city of Jessup and the surrounding areas, Wayne Terrace, Willow Creek. Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Yeah.
Geographical area of District 5.
Yeah.
Say, where's District 5?
Right. Well, and luckily they mailed out cards to everybody to tell them.
The precinct cards finally did arrive.
Yeah. What district everyone is in. I'm mailing out this postcard in the next couple of days to the people that are in the district, and so that will reinforce that. I've tried really hard to get my message out. I've stuck with the same message, and I have, excuse me, I have run my own campaign. I don't have a campaign manager. So every ad, newspaper, radio, every survey that I have responded to have been my words coming from my heart. And so if people have read that, then I feel like they have gotten to know me as a candidate and understand what I would do.
Well, people are going to vote. I said early voting's underway, so when they go in and see two names, Kathy Keith, Jamie Hickox, why should they vote for Kathy Keith?
Well, I appreciate very much that the district elected me to finish the term through December that had been vacated, and I am asking them to allow me to have a full term so that I can work on the promises that I made to them. And those things are to have a government with integrity and the spirit of unity, to have open meetings and open communication, to operate under the sunshine laws for the state of Georgia, to have community and economic development, to lower taxes whenever possible, to look for ways, to aggressively look for ways that taxes might be lowered. But, like I said, to protect the employees, I think we pretty much have a skeleton crew now. And also safety, to have safety, maintain our roads, and also to have public safety, for example, in schools, churches, in public places, football games, those kinds of things. I think we're going to have to, focus more on that. I'm concerned about the gang and drug activity, and I plan to meet with the sheriff about that. And anyway, there's so many things that we can work on with our community, and while we get caught up on splitting hairs, that people have friends that maybe someone else doesn't like, in the whole scheme of things, that's real low on the totem pole with all of the issues that need to be addressed.
Well, we appreciate you coming in. Like I said, it'll be Tuesday, May 24th. We've got one more week of early voting. Reminder, everybody, again, it's open today from 8 to 5. Saturday is the last Saturday of early voting is tomorrow from 9 to 5. So you can vote tomorrow if you have the day off, and then all next week, Monday through Friday, and then a week from next Tuesday, May 24th, the primary election will be held, and hopefully a huge turnout in Wayne County.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll pick up. Hopefully it picks up. It picked up a little bit yesterday, so maybe it'll pick up next week, and we'll get a lot of people out to vote.
District 5, please get out and vote, and I would ask for your vote, and I would appreciate your vote.
Okay.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming in, Kathy.
Take care, Kathy.
Thank you.
Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jessup. World-famous Butch and Bob Show here for this Friday morning. And, Bob, is it golf again tomorrow?
Golf tomorrow. I'm excited about next week.
What's next week?
The state golf match.
High
school boys should be over in
What day is that going to be?
Monday and Tuesday. The story is they've got the afternoon tee time on Monday, early morning tee time on Tuesday. So I'm try to get over there and watch the golfers. But, again, they've got a legitimate shot at winning the state championship.
Good.
They've got a very talented group of kids, and we've got our fingers crossed that they can pull it off.
So state golf next Monday, and Wayne County's got a tee time in the afternoon there at Okefenokee.
On Monday, the afternoon tee. I think they tee off at 1 on Monday, and then they tee off at 9 on Tuesday. But, again, it's a 2-day event, but they're familiar with the course, and they played it quite often in the last several months. The guys have gone over there and tried to get familiar with that course as much as they can. Of course, Ware County's got the home field advantage because that's their home course, but St. Pius, Woodward Academy, and one other team, maybe Cartersville, I think, are the teams St. Pius. Of course, St. Pius, the St. Pius Woodward Academy. So, again, they've got a good competition, but I think they've got a legitimate shot. Like I said, it's just how golf is. Some days you're on, some days you're off. You just got to hope they're on Monday and Tuesday and possibly pull off that state championship. That'd be a great story. But all these golfers are young. I think they got just one senior, Ashton Davis. So all these guys come back and compete next year in 4A golf. So again, the future is awfully bright for the golf program. But watching those guys, if you get a chance to watch, it's amazing how well they play golf.
Young guys playing well.
Yeah, they're a very talented group. They got some bright futures. They really do.
Yeah, we've had him on the Butch and Bob Show a couple of times. Excellent young gentlemen, play a good game of golf.
Yeah, man, we'll hopefully get the state results from the track meet. Again, that the field events got underway yesterday, but didn't get any reports, and the track events get underway today and tomorrow. And hopefully we'll have a report. We got 7 Wayne County athletes competing up there in Columbus, and hopefully have the full report Monday morning on local sports.
Okay, so go track team. Field events yesterday, track today, and over in Columbus, we'll have all the results for you on our local sports, 7:45 Monday morning. Yeah. All right. What else is going on, Bob?
Yeah, Braves baseball.
Yeah, Braves back in action tonight after splitting with the Red Sox on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Spring football has been exciting. It's been fun to watch spring football. Like I said, a lot of excitement out there. Again, Wayne County goes in that new region in the fall. We'll play the BCs and the Burke County, Southeast Bullock, the Islands, and New Hampstead. Wayne County, that's the new region. But J. Billy Shaw and his staff have brought up a lot of excitement. A lot of people talking high school football already. And like I mentioned, as soon as graduation takes place, the kids will be up there with off-season conditioning, 7-on-7s, and get ready for the fall. But that's another story. Graduation's right around the corner.
Yeah, graduation.
I want to remind people about the retirement reception. That's always a big event that takes place at the Commons area between 3 and 4 this Sunday. A lot of people retire.
Retirement there for the school system. Okay.
Gina Roddy, Odom Elementary Principal retiring, Amy Denny retiring. A lot of people retiring from the school system, but that's always a nice event. The school system does a good job of recognizing those people, and again, the public's always invited. They've got refreshments there in the Commons area, so if you get a chance Sunday to come on by, 3 to 4 p.m. this Sunday.
Yeah, some of those folks have put 20 to 30 years in the Wayne County school system, so wish them good times of retirement.
We went the wrong way, bitch. We could have been in and out. Could have been retired.
All right. Well, Bob, you have a great weekend.
Okay.
All right. Take care. All right. The world-famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by First Southern Bank, by Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, Murphy Builder Supply, and by Oak Quinn & Associates.